All right, a pleasant good evening to you and yours. Happy holidays and Happy New Year. Alan Slaughterzinski coming to you live here on the campus of Cocoa Beach High School, where today it is the finals of the 5th annual Cocoa Beach Holiday Classic Tournament. And the finals will be between the Cocoa Beach Minutemen, who come in at 7-4, and the West Shore Wildcats, who come in at 5-6. Today's matchup is brought to you by Strike Zone Fishing, located on 192 in West Melbourne. Look, we are east of the causeway. I know everybody over here fishes. So for all of your fishing, and if you're west of the causeway and you fish or you're an outdoorsman, Strike Zone Fishing is where you need to be shopping. All right, let's talk about these two teams. Let's first talk about the Cocoa Beach Minutemen, who are having a really good season. They come in at 7-4, averaging 70 points per game, giving up 54. They are under the guidance of head coach Wardell Collins. This is Coach Collins' second year here at Cocoa Beach. He's 12-26 so far, but interestingly enough, in the previous 3 years prior to his arrival here at Cocoa Beach, he was actually the head coach at West Shore for 3 years, where he was 33-41. West Shore comes in at 5-6, averaging 53 points a game. They give up 49. They are under the guidance and direction of head coach Corey Burton. Coach Burton, it's his third year. He would have to be in his second if Wardell spent 3 years at West Shore. 23-33. We'll get that cleared up in the meantime. So, the Wildcats are 6-1 against the Minutemen in their last 7 matchups, but the Minutemen are 20-13 overall versus the Wildcats in the past 33 matchups. The guy to keep an eye on, number 1 over there. Caleb will zoom in on him. That's senior guard Jay Matthews. What a year Jay's having. 26 points per game and 8 boards. But he's not the only double-digit point scorer per game for Coach Collins. Max Lewis, number 3. See if we can see Max out there. Max must have the warm-up jersey on. Max is averaging 10 points and 8 boards per game. Lucas Stevens averaging 9 and 3. For the West Shore Wildcats, it's number 0, Bo Couture, who's averaging 16 points and 9 boards per game. Christian Rebeck, also 13 points and 2 boards per game. How do these teams shoot? Well, Cocoa Beach, 40 from the floor, 27 from 3, and 70% from the free throw line. As for the Wildcats, 37% from the floor, 24 from 3, and 57 from the charity stripe. As we get set for the national anthem, we'll mute it, and we'll be back with the tip. All right, ready for some basketball, championship basketball here tonight in the 5th annual Cocoa Beach Holiday Classic. And just want to clarify something. Coach Wardell Collins took a year off after leaving West Shore, so the information is accurate as we get set to give you the starters here for both the teams, and we're going to learn them as you learn them here.
Now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting West Shore Wildcats. Number 3, Jack Boucher.
All right, Jack Boucher.
Number 0, Bo Couture.
Bo Couture. So it's going to be Bo Couture, Camden Garrist, Jack Boucher, Matt Boucher, and Christian Rebeck.
Number 2, Camden Garust.
Garust.
Number 5, Matthew Boucher.
So Matt Boucher, Jack Boucher, Camden Garust, Bo Couture, and Christian Rebeck. For Cocoa Beach, as we get set here, it'll be Garin, or, well, let me see how they say this young man's last name. I believe it's pronounced Ronson. Well, let's just wait. Why butcher it, right? I know Lucas Stevens, Jay Matthews, and Max Lewis are all starters, as well as Mike Merritt. Jay Matthews, 26 and 8 per game. Ronsonvale, that's how we're going to say it. Garrett Ronsonvale. So it's Matthews, Carr, Lewis, Ronsonvale, Stevens, and Merritt, your starters as we get set to go here. Jay Matthews, quite a year so far for this young man. 26 and 8. Mike Merritt takes the floor.
The Minutemen are led by head coach Wardell Collins.
Happy New Year. We good? All right, let's rock it. Want to welcome Preston Allen, Brian Spinweber, and others watching here tonight on Brevard Sports Network. In the jump circle for Cocoa Beach will be Max Lewis and number 5, Matt Boucher. The head referee gets set to tip the ball, or throw the ball up, I should say, as we get set for the opening tip, is what I meant to say. And won by West Shore. And the Wildcats in the black, moving from left to right on your handheld device. Cocoa Beach in white. And they'll be moving, obviously, from right to left. This is Couture with it. Nearly had it stripped. Lewis underneath. Great feed underneath to Matt Boucher, and West Shore working the ball inside down to the baseline. 2-0. Wildcats on top. Good pressure here. 3-point shot will be off the back of the iron by the Minutemen. Long lead. Boucher will have the first 4, and it's 4-0 Wildcats. Matt Boucher, that is. There's 2 Bouchers out there, Jack and Matt. Jack is currently guarding Lucas Stevens. Good feed inside. Kick out. Merritt thought about it, but then we'll get the Minutemen's first 2 points of the game. 4-2. Dribble drive down the lane. Great feed. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Matt Boucher with all 6 of the Wildcats points, and it's 6-2 West Shore. This is Lucas Stevens with it. Over to Lewis. Lewis back to Matthews. Matthews being guarded by Garust. Underneath open, couldn't handle the pass. Kick out. The long 3 is no good. Rebound fought for underneath by Lewis and Couture. And it's won by West Shore on the out of bounds. 6-2, Wildcats on top, 6:17 to play here in the opening quarter of the 2023 Cocoa Beach Holiday Classic Finals. Garust over to Couture. Couture in the lane. Whistle and a foul. And this will be a two-shot foul. And to the free throw line will go number 0, Bo Couture. Couture this season, a 60% free throw shooter from the line. It's awfully quiet in here, so I'll be quiet while he's shooting. Drops the first one, 7-2 now. I don't want to be the reason he misses the shot. Well, wouldn't be the first time. I want to say happy holidays and happy New Year to my main man Calvin Wright on there, and he'll drop them both. And it's 8-2 West Shore on top here early. West Shore won this tournament back in 2020. Great feed. What a block underneath by Rebecca. Great defense by West Shore to prevent the easy layup. That's a violation of 5 seconds on the inbound. And checking in for the Minutemen is going to be Tyden Cheatham. So Ty comes in, and the Wildcats will bring the ball across the midcourt stripe uncontested. 5:49 to go here. A lot of teams in Brevard County playing in Holiday Classics. This is the only local one that's an offensive foul. And Jay Matthews lets him know a little talking going on out there. Jay's got to be careful. Don't want to get teed up. I know if Calvin was here, he'd already be having a conversation with him. That's a good thing. Whistle and a turnover. They're going to call that on Matthews, and I think that's Matthews' penance right there for not picking up the technical on the last possession. Good feed here. Lewis nearly lost the grip on it. Did Rebecca, but a three-point shot is long. Both these teams over from beyond the stripe to start. Whistle and a foul called. And once again, just a reminder, if you don't know, there's only 5 fouls per quarter per team. There's no 1-and-1. There's no double bonus. Once you get to 5, it's 2 shots. They reset each quarter. And around the arc with it, West Shore slows it a bit. Defense provided by Roncesvalles. The outlet back out. Good ball movement by the Wildcats. Good defense thus far in this game. 8-2 is the score. 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Looked like he traveled. He didn't. Fooled me. Rebound by Stevens. And here comes the Minutemen. Nice kick out. One-handed floater in the lane won't go. Whistle and a foul before the shot. That foul will be called against number 24, Christian Rebecca. And that's the third foul, or second foul, or on Rebecca. All right, actually is a shooting foul. My apologies. As Lucas Stevens goes to the line. Stevens' first free throw attempt is up, and it's good. And Stevens this season is a 67% free throw shooter. He drops them both, and it's 8-4. Got a foul the other way, and already we got 3 fouls apiece on each team. That one called against Matt Boucher, his first. Huh? Yeah, it should be a good battle. They just got to be quiet. Great defense, though, by Garust. That little push there. Look at that move. Back in the lane. Couldn't finish. I was, the referees in the stands wanted a foul. I didn't see one. Bounce pass underneath, missed an easy two. And the rebound out to Stevens. Stevens goes coast to coast. He throws a shot up wildly, won't go. Couture with the outlet to Rebec. Rebec, great feed underneath. And he hasn't missed tonight. Matt Boucher with 8 of the 10. And the Wildcats are out to a 10-4 lead with 3:55 to play in the opening quarter. We'll be right back here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back here. I want to thank Strike Zone Fishing for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Strike Zone Fishing located on 192 in beautiful West Melbourne, or as Daryl Duran says, West by God, Melbourne. Across the midcourt stripe with it comes Karen Rosenvale. He traveled. That first step travel that gets so many high schoolers. See a lot more at college, too. No, we saw LeBron James took 14 steps the other night, and I'm only exaggerating about 10 of them. Or, I'm sorry, 8 of them. Because he definitely took 6. We counted. This is Roncesvalles. That three-point shot is dropped by Max Lewis, and it's 10-7. First one of the game for either team inside. And the easy feed and finishing is Nash Fiedler, the 6'3 freshman. Oh, I'm sorry. 6 and 3 is what he averages per game in points and rebounds. I'm thinking, wait a minute, he's not 6'3. What a move to the bucket by Roncesvalles. And it's 12-9. The lead is cut to 3. Garrett Martin with it, the senior guard. He averages 5 points and 8 boards. Oh, what a move. Lost the grip on it, kicks it out. Rebec can't hit the 3. And trying to tap it to a teammate that's not there is Jack Boucher. And with 2:34 to play in the opening quarter, 12-9, West Shore. This is Roncesvalles with it. Baseline in the lane, cut off nicely by the Wildcats. But they're going to call a foul, the 4th of the quarter here. Let's see who it's on. It's going to be called on Jack Boucher. And for Boucher, his first. Jack, that is. Matt has one as well. 12-9 our score. 2:19 to go in the opening quarter. Got to hurry. He does. Nice move. And he'll be fouled. And that's going to be called on Nash Fiedler. Two shots coming. And at the line is number 24, Ty Cheatham. And Cheatham, a 65% free throw shooter this year. And so far, the Minutemen haven't missed from the charity stripe. 12-10 is our score. Looking to cut the lead to 1 here. Yeah, it was. Cheatham drops them both, and the lead is down to 1 with 2:17 to go in the opening quarter. Whistle, and we're going to get a foul called on Matt Boucher. That's 2 shots now for Cocoa Beach because that's 5 fouls. It's 2 shots. It's 2 shots. Why is it not 2 shots? What am I missing? That should have been 2 shots. That's 2 shots. Jay's got to be careful here. I know he's frustrated. Referee's telling him now. You just. Oh, good point, Duell. No, it was a defensive foul. That's right. The 2 shots only. I keep forgetting that. It only happens on the offense. I learned that the other night. Completely forgot it. Thank you, Duell. Yep, it was a defensive foul, so it didn't happen while they had the ball. But that is the 6th foul of the quarter, but that doesn't matter. That's the 3rd foul on Matt Boucher, by the way. So Boucher's got to take a seat here, and he could be sitting a while. Remember, he had 8 of their 12. He has 8 of their 12 points, and he's also got 3 of their 6 fouls. Thanks, Duell. Coach Fider of the Palm Bay Pirates. What a year they're having. Well, they are fun to watch. Spins, walked, and they're going to call. I was pretty sure he walked. I thought he spun with the pivot foot there at the end. My eyes could be deceiving me. But through all of that, Cocoa Beach has a 1-point lead and looking to tie the game is Bo Couture. Couture's free throw spins around and drops. Couture, a 60% free throw shooter. We're tied at 13 with $1:45 to go in the first. Second free throw is a Butte Clark, and it's a 1-point West Shore lead, 14-13. Cheatham. Back over to Stevens. Stevens from the elbow. You can see that shot drifted left on him off the. What are they going to call? I don't see it. So they're going to call a foul on Garrett Martin. It's Martin's first, but that is the 7th foul of the quarter. Once we get to 5, it's 2 shots here. It was the offensive possession. So 2 shots coming. He misses the first one. Carr just a 23% free throw shooter. And he'll drop the second. That'll boost the average a little bit. We're tied at 14 with 80 seconds to play in quarter number 1. I liked West Shore's mentality here of dribble down the lane. Unfortunately, when they get there, they don't have a plan in terms of kicking the ball back out. You got to, if the game plan is to dribble inside constantly to the bucket, try to draw them in, and you got to have somebody standing at either wing, open and ready to shoot. And that part I don't see. There it is. Yeah, he did that the last time, got away with it. He didn't that time. That's going to be a walk on Jack Boucher. 14 apiece. Big man with a nice pass underneath, but goes off the hands of Max Lewis and West Shore with under a minute to go here. 45 seconds to be exact. This is Garoust with it. Garoust, nice dribble in the lane, dishes off, and that shot short, front of the rim. Rebound, Lewis. Lewis averages 8 boards per game. He's tied for the team lead with Jay Matthews. And I'll tell you what, West Shore has done one heck of a job this quarter containing and kind of agitating, if you will, a little bit, Cocoa Beach's leading scorer, Jay Matthews, who came into this game averaging 26 points a game. Take him out of the equation, which they've done. Matthews with a nice free throw there. He's an 84% free throw shooter. Matthews' second free throw attempt is good as well. And Cocoa Beach with their largest lead of the night at 2 at 16-14. 30 seconds to go here. Bo Couture with it. Couture tried to make a move. Nearly stolen by Matthews. Lewis has it on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow belongs to Cocoa Beach. So they'll get the ball and maybe one more shot here at the end of the first quarter. It's been a good first quarter. Matthews set to inbound. Lucas Stevens to Matthews. Matthews wanted that lane, cut off nicely there by Garoust, but he'll take the one-handed floater. It won't fly. Lewis with the rebound underneath, and that's going to be a two-shot foul as Jack Boucher will pick up his second foul. 16-14, two shots coming for Max Lewis, who is a 57% free throw shooter, 1 for 1 from the stripe tonight. I'm sorry, 2 for 2. Make it 2 for 3 now. And he'll miss the second. 2-1. Nearly had himself a dead-on-end moment. We've reached the end of the first quarter with the score. Cocoa Beach 16 and West Shore 14. We'll be right back with the start of the second quarter coming up here on the Brevard Sports Network. A little bit of Survivor going on in the background. Eye of the Tiger, if you will, from Rocky 3. As we get set to start the second quarter, we have started the second quarter. It's 16-14 Cocoa Beach. Couture with it. Hands off to Garrett Martin underneath. No good. Rebound to the Minutemen. And Jasiah Carr taps the rebound out. And this is Jay Matthews with it. Great battle between him and Garoust all night. And Matthews pulls up, and he'll miss on the off-balance shot. Rebound to Nash Fiedler, and back down the floor comes. Wide open corner three. Hits nothing but the bottom of the net, and it's 17-16. Move. It's driving me crazy. I don't want the top of the basket cut off. Shot is an air ball, and it'll go out of bounds back to West Shore. Oh, nice kick out. Baseline, inside, another kick out beyond the arc. That three looks good, and it is good as Bo Couture drains a second consecutive three for the Wildcats, and the lead is suddenly a 2-point deficit to a 4-point advantage. West Shore 20-16. Lewis comes flying in, and you don't see that called a lot anymore as Lewis just kind of pushed in the back a little bit there. You don't see it a lot. but you do get it there. And checking in for Cocoa Beach is Lucas Stevens and Mike Merritt. 6:23 to play in the first half. West Shore with the ball and a 4-point lead. We had 2 whistles, and let's see what the calls are. Referees are going to get together. One was going to call a charge. Let's see what the other's going to call. Maybe a redo like volleyball? No, I'm just kidding. See what we're going to get here. All right, it's going to be a foul on Cocoa Beach. And listen, I think Coach has got every right to be upset. The referee closest to the call is the one that should be allowed to make the call, in my opinion. And that's what Coach Collins is asking. Why doesn't the guy closest to the call get to make the call? That's what I'd be asking. And the first free throw is good, and it's 21-16.
You're garnering support from
Right.
officials in the stands.
It's true. Second free throw is up, and no good. It's a 5-point lead. And the head man out to number 22. Good feed underneath to Matthews, or Lewis, I'm sorry. And he'll travel, and that'll be a turnover. And right now, West Shore is on a 7-0 run to start quarter number 2. How about it? Make it a 10-0 run, and it's 24-16. 3 threes to start the second quarter have given the Wildcats an 8-point lead. I'll tell you, 3-point shots will change a game in a hurry, especially when you're hitting them. One of my favorite songs. What's everybody got planned for the new year coming up? Excited. Me? Sleep. Sleep. I mean, sleep on New Year's Eve. I was getting ready to say I'll see Dick Clark bring in the new year, but come on, Alan, get with the times. That ain't going to happen. Of course, I don't mean any respect to Dick Clark. He passed away, but I grew up as, a kid that watched Dick Clark's rockin' New Year's Eve. But it'll be the college football playoffs on New Year's Day. Of course, we'll be over at the Cheez-It Bowl as well. Had an opportunity yesterday to take Jackson to his first ever credentialed college or pro sporting event. Man, was he in seventh heaven. Here we go, 5:46 to go in the first half, and West Shore has started on a 10-0 run here in the second quarter. Nearly had his pocket picked, but he got the arm, did Garrett Martin. And he did. And set to inbound will be Ronsonsvale. The key to this thus far has been obviously the hot three-point shooting to start the second quarter and West Shore's ability to contain Jay Matthews. And back down the floor comes Rebeck. Can they make it 4 possessions in a row? No, because Lewis says, get that out of the lane. And right back down the floor. And how about that from Garrett Ronsonsvale? And the first 2 points of the second quarter come nearly 3 minutes in. 3 for Rebeck, short. Rebound Lewis, whistle, and a foul. And who is this on? It's going to be on 24 for West Shore. It's Christian Rebeck. That's his second. This is Matthews with the basketball. He has been guarded very well all night by Garoost. Inside, nice kiss off the glass there by Ty Cheatham. And right now, it is Cocoa Beach on a 6-0 or a 4-0 run. This is Couture, and nearly had his pocket picked. Out of bounds. Off the diving Jay Matthews, and it'll be West Shore basketball here. And set to inbound will be Nash Fiedler. Fiedler, great coverage, long inbound back to Couture, guarded by Matthews. Kicks it over to Garoust. Garoust guarded by Stevens. And that kick out splits Couture and Martin and goes out of bounds. And the turnover gives Cocoa Beach back the basketball with an opportunity to cut the lead to 2-1 if they can hit a three. Matthews jumps from the free throw line, just kind of floated one up. West Shore's got numbers all the way in the corner. He'll bring it in. Great feed underneath. And Nash Fiedler finishes. He wasn't the intended target of the pass as Matthews disrupted it, but they'll take it. The lead is back to 6, and Cocoa Beach travels. And with 3:54, the lead is 6. Cocoa Beach, the defending champion of this tournament. They won it last year with a win over West Shore. Edgewood won it in 21. West Shore won it in 20. And Cocoa Beach won the inaugural game back in 2019. Inside, a hop, skip, and a block by Lewis, his second. But he hits the ground and can't call timeout in the process and travels. And that'll be West Shore basketball. As Rebecca gets set to inbound, I want to say hello to Coach Greg Underwood, one of my favorite coaches for sure in here. A lot of my favorite coaches watching tonight. Duell Fighter on, Coach Underwood on, Couture with it. I wouldn't be in a hurry here. I would take as much time on a possession as I could. Wait for the shot. Oh, nice job, but stolen back by Ty Cheatham. Cheatham with the last 4, and it's 26-22 on a great defensive play by Ty Cheatham. 4-point lead for the Wildcats. Couture wants it, kicks it out. The 3 is in and out, no good. Rebound by Stevens. Stevens. Matthews got to run it across the timeline. Inside out, and count it. That is an end one, and that's going to be called on Garrett Martin, his second, and to the line for the end one will go Jay Matthews. What? That was incredible. Yeah, it was a wicked end one. It's a good job by the official to allow him to finish the play because that's the way that should have been. Really good call. As Logan Couture checks in. Got a couple of brothers on this team, the Coutures and the Bouchers. Matthews looking to finish off the end one to cut the lead 2-1. He does, and it's 26-25. West Shore's Bo Couture with it. Playing with his brother now, and he'll be fouled by Matthews. Matthews kind of gives the side eyes there to the referee, and for Matthews, that's his third. He may have to sit him down here for the remainder of the half. We'll see. Baseline, off the foot. Lewis comes up with it. Matthews spins. And he's going to try and, no, look behind the back. Matthews with it again. Matthews starting to feel his game a little bit. Chance for Cocoa Beach to take the lead. He throws up a floater, in and out, no good. Great rebound by Bo Couture. Whistle, and that's going to be a foul on Matthews, and that's his 4th. Actually, they called it on number 3, Max Lewis. Boy, I tell you, Matthews got lucky there. 2:20 to go. Couture with a floater in the lane that flies. The lead is 3, 28-25, 2:15, 2:10 to go. Cocoa Beach now. Ty Cheatham has had a good game here tonight. Thought about a three there, did Stevens. Back to Ronsonsvale, and he spins, turns. Top of the key three is good by Lucas Stevens. And we're tied at 28 with $1:50 to go. Cheatham over to Couture. He'll take the three. No good. Rebound by Garoost. Inside, he traveled. Yeah, he went up, down, up. You used to call that up and down, which is exactly what he did. Matthews, corner three, no good, tipped out. Great rebound there by Logan Couture. This is Camden Garoost with it. Garoost over to Bo Couture. This is Rebeck with it. Rebeck, no look inside. See, the mistake he made, now he's going to go to the line, and that's a good play. But if he goes immediately up with that basketball, it's 2 points. You cannot put that ball on the floor. You got to go right up with it. He didn't. Now he'll get 2 shots and a foul drawn out of it. That's just the coach part. But he should have immediately taken that ball to the basket. 28-28. Kind of a pet peeve of mine. Get it inside, no reason to put it on the floor. And he misses, and they get nothing out of what could have been an easy layup. 28-28, 1 minute, 3 seconds to go. Whistle, and that, I believe he traveled. No, they called foul. Okay, I was going to say, I don't think he traveled, did he? No. Called a foul on, that foul's on Lewis? 23, okay. Called that on Ryder Farmwald. Couture again. Kick. And we're tied. Great basketball game. 28-28. 47.2 seconds to play here. As Matthews, good call by Coach Collins to sit Matthews for the final minute here. He's got 3 fouls. Inside, Couture. Nice defense by Farmwald. And here come the Minutemen with a chance to lead at the half as well. This is Ty Cheatham. The lane parts like the Red Sea. And Cheatham drops into 30-28. "13 seconds. Kick out. And a whistle and a reach in. And that's a 2-shot foul coming up here with 6.3 seconds. I guess not. Who was that? That was called on Cocoa Beach, right? Yeah, 5 fouls, 2 shots. I'm like, come on now. I know that was an offensive possession. So to the free throw line will go Nash Fiedler was 6.3. I want to say hello to Larry Gilreath watching here on Brevard Sports Network. And Nash Fiedler, I hope everybody likes. We're going to be doing some new things here in 2024. We started off some of the new content we're going to be putting up to kind of ask the community to engage a little bit more. Things like we did the other night with the Titusville post. The second one of those posts are going to go up tonight. And Cheatham somehow does not commit a lane violation. 2 seconds, 1 second, and at the buzzer, West Shore off the steal takes. That should be West Shore. Should be 32. 29, West Shore. And the Wildcats lead this at the half, 31-30. We'll see here what the scoreboard says as we get set. 31-30 is our score here at the half. Good basketball game. We'll be back with the start of the second half here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back here to the second half. This is a great one in this fifth annual Cocoa Beach Holiday Classic Tournament. West Shore will get the ball. Your leading scorers for West Shore, Bo Couture with 12, and Jay Matthews, or Ty Cheatham actually, has 8 for Cocoa Beach. So that's where we are. And to start half number 2, Matthews with a great block on an inside pass. This is Rebeck with it. Rebeck will miss. And the rebound to Stevens. It's Matthews. That shot no good. And Stevens, or Lewis rather, rips it away. Matthews with a long looping three. That's too far. And rebound to Christian Rebeck. Rebeck across the timeline with it. Kick out to Garouche, and his shot is short. And Stevens with his second rebound of the third quarter. Oh, nice behind the back. Wide open three is no good. He forced it. Rebeck chases down the loose ball rebound. It's Rebeck. Matt Boucher is back. He had 8 of the first 12 points until he got into foul trouble. Bo Couture, the leading scorer. Boucher down the lane. He now has 10. And that's what they missed for the majority of that first half. This is Aronson's Vale. He'll go down the lane, cut off nicely by Rebeck. Matthews from behind, off the side of the backboard, no good. Pocket picked, whistle, and a foul on Lucas Stevens. Call here. Been a lot of fouls called in this one. That one's going to go against number 24. It's Ty Cheatham. As Jack Boucher inbounds to Couture. Couture going to have to take it in himself. Down the lane, off the glass. Pretty shot. And it's 35. Score's wrong. 30. That's right. 35-30. Long outlet. Rebeck. No look to Boucher. He should have went up with it. And Cocoa Beach ends up with the ball. That's 4 points. West Shore cost themselves by putting the ball on the floor unnecessarily. High shot, no good. But there to clean it up nicely is Max Lewis. That's just my opinion, but that's how I see it. Couture kicks out to Rebeck. 3. Drops it. And Rebeck from the corner. The lead is 6. 38-32. Cheatham, but foul. That's Boucher's fourth, and he's going to have to sit. And that's a big blow. That is huge. Boucher, he's got like 10 points in 6 minutes. 4:45 travel. Nope, they're going to call a foul on Jack Boucher. So back-to-back Boucher fouls. One on Matt, one on Jack. As Garrett Martin checks in, and Coach telling him, I appreciate the aggressive play, but we need you late in this one. And they're going to, and he's right. They are. Both Bouchers now on the bench. Ronsonsvale, this is Matthews, floater from the free throw line. Not having a good percentage night from the floor is Matthews, and it's 38-32. Couture down the lane, inside. Nice job. Looked like a travel. Was not. Coming back in the lane. That won't go, but he'll get his own rebound. Rebeck takes it in the lane. A reverse layup and a foul. And if that's on Lewis, that is 4, and Lewis will have to take a seat. And getting set to check in will be Jasiah Carr. And that's the first. Is good. The lead is 7. Wow. I thought that was his 4th. I guess not. I'm wrong. That's his 2nd on Lewis. My bad. Lewis with the ball. Carr with it now. Carr, good dribbler. Underneath, good feed to Lewis. Stripped by Couture because of the extra bounce on the floor. Couture, nearly stolen, is stolen by Matthews. That's a foul on Garrett Martin. Good foul on Martin. Not hard, but it prevented Matthews from taking the easy bucket. They don't call a shooting foul here. That's odd. And there's the technical. Yeah, I mean, it's been all night. He's been warned. He's been talked to. He's been warned. And Rebeck goes to the line. In situations like that, the best thing to do is not to say anything at all. And Rebeck looks to put West Shore up, and he does. 40-32. The lead is 8. With 3:57 to play in the third. And they'll get the ball back. And Rebeck misses the second. All right. The Wildcats are 6-1 against the Minutemen in their last 7. Nice spin move by Couture. And Couture with 16 in the game. The largest lead of the night is 10, and the pass goes out of bounds, but it goes off of a Wildcat. It's a good timeout by Wardell Collins as West Shore has started the second half on a 12-1 run. I'm sorry, an 11-2 run. 11-2 run. 11-2 run. They started the second quarter on a 10-0 run. And now the third quarter on an 11-2 run. All right, let's tell you about Strike Zone Fishing. Again, Strike Zone Fishing located at 2771 West New Haven Avenue in West Melbourne, or as Double D likes to say, Daryl Duran, West by God, Melbourne. The telephone number is 321-956-3474. And please, if you have a question and you need to contact them directly, you can email them at strike-zonefishing@hotmail.com. If you want to check out their full assortment of both fishing and outdoor equipment online, you can go to Strike Zone Fishing, MELB. That's Strike Zone Fishing, MELB.com. Cocoa Beach desperately needs a bucket here. They need a run of their own with 3:26 to play. Nearly stolen, but no backcourt because it was tipped. Nice spin, off-balance shot. Lewis with the rebound. Kick out to Carr. Carr double teamed at the baseline. Gets it to Matthews. He's covered up by Garrett Martin. Long cross-court pass. Way short on the three. Flying in to take the board is Carr. Matthews' three is no good. And somehow West Shore ends up back with it. And they need to slow down here underneath. Why? Couture, I get it. You want a bucket, but you got to stop, pull down, run this clock a little bit. Oh, good hands in the lane there by number 33, Nash Fiedler. Underneath, they're going to call a charge. That's going to be on Rebeck. Rebeck turns, puts his hands up, and then immediately heads down court. 42-32. It's a 10-point lead with 2.5 to go in the third. Nice move. Count it! And the end one is needed as Mike Merritt, the sophomore, will go to the line and look to complete the end one and put an end to this 11-2 run to start this quarter. Misses it. Rebound by Rebeck. Couture. Inside. Great dish. Great finish by Nash Fiedler. 44-34. Lead is back to 10. The sophomore again won't get it out of the hands of Lewis. That's a push by Josiah Carr. That's the fifth foul of the quarter. He had it while he possessed it, and that should be 2 shots. And it is. And to the line goes Garrett Martin, and Martin this season a 17% free throw shooter. That'll fall. 121 seconds to play in the third. Missed them both. Kick out. Carr again. Pulls up. In and out. And Lewis is there for the follow. Cleans it up. The lead is back to 8. West Shore has had an opportunity here to go up by 15, 16, 17 points, but they haven't been able to do so as Cocoa Beach continues to hang in there. 44-36. This is Rebeck. He's guarded by Carr. That pass inside, and that'll be a 2-shot foul coming up. See who they call it on. It's going to be on the sophomore, Mike Merritt. And for Merritt, his second, as Fiedler goes to the line. And that will cost you basketball games. West Shore 0 for their last 3 from the charity stripe. Not so charitable at the moment. 44-36. And he'll drop that one. And the lead is 9. Matthews trying to sneak open on the far side. He's feeding to Lewis underneath. No foul. The bonus right now belongs to Cocoa Beach. Good job by Merritt to tie up. And the sophomore allows Cocoa Beach to keep possession of the basketball with 1:03 to play in the third. Bounce pass 3. That's 3 shots from the free throw line. As that foul is called on Rebeck. That says his first. I know that's not Rebeck's first. Fourth. Rebeck's got to be careful. He drops the first. He'll get 2 more. He'll drop the second. That's Ryan Farmwall. Or no, I'm sorry. That's Lucas Stevens. Stevens trying to complete the end of a three. Does not. Gets two of them. The lead is 7 with under a minute to play. If I'm West Shore, I'm just holding the basketball here. Nice job. They got to be careful. Down the lane. No good. A late whistle on a block. Didn't call it right away, but it was a block. He just took a minute to blow the whistle. At the line is Nash Fiedler, who was just 1 for 2, 45-38, 41.2 seconds to play in the third. Fiedler, West Shore, 1 for their last 5. So make it 6. 40 seconds, and the missed free throws have really cost the Wildcats this quarter. This is Matthews with 30 to play. That three is taken from A1A, and that's going to be West Shore basketball with 24 seconds following the shot from A1A. As Couture checks back in. And Cheatham is back in the game. He had 8 in the first half. Under 20 seconds to play here. Bad pass, but picked up, kicked back out. 11 seconds. Count it! And to the free throw line will go Nash Fiedler with a chance to give West Shore a 10-point lead going to the fourth and final quarter. But Fiedler, just 1 of his last 4 from the line. And he's in his own head there. From the charity stripe. Got to wipe that away. At the buzzer, no good. We have reached the end of the third quarter with your score. West Shore 47, Cocoa Beach 38. Fourth and final quarter, final 8 minutes coming up here. I want to thank Strike Zone Fishing, and should be an interesting quarter. That time, West Shore doubled up Cocoa Beach 16-8 in the fourth. A big 11-2 run to start that quarter. Cocoa Beach struggling from the floor, shooting the basketball, and West Shore struggling from the charity stripe. We'll see which one gets better, because I have a feeling whoever does will win this basketball game. This is not over, not by a long shot. 47-30. Matthews with a long three, no good. Way no good. And that's a jump ball, and it belongs to West Shore. If you're West Shore, you don't want to play the hurry-up game here. You know what I mean? You just don't. You're up by 9. No reason to run up and down the floor with these guys. They need every possession to count here. I thought this has been a well-officiated basketball game tonight. Nice pass. Probably didn't realize he had that much space to dribble to the bucket with, but takes the shot anyway. And this is Matthews with it. Kicks it out in the corner there. This is Lewis to the basket. That's a charge. Yes, indeed. A charge all the way. And that's just a great job by Jack Boucher, who, oh, by the way, has 4 fouls, planted his feet, and did an outstanding job taking a chance there. And Boucher draws the foul, and he'll march the ball back up the timeline. For Lewis, that's Lewis's third. 7 minutes to play in the game. Bad pass inside, tipped and then picked off by Matthews. They're putting pressure on Matthews at every turn. Matthews asks for the defense, gets it, and that's another charge. And that's another great play by West Shore's defense. He was planted the entire time in the lane and waiting. That's 5 fouls, and Matthews is out. And I think that goes, and that's huge, Caleb. They lose 26 points a game right there. Who fouls out with 6:49 to play in the fourth. Couture with it. And that's a foul. Yeah, I mean, if you're Cocoa Beach, you know, I mean, West Shore's, you can play a little aggressive here. West Shore is not shooting the ball well from the line at all. Inside. Oh! And the big man, Ty Cheatham, with a block. Cheatham with it. Backs up Couture. In and out, no good. Couture there for the rebound. And a reach-in foul by Josiah Carr. And Coach Wardell Collins is telling Carr right now, son, you gotta. It's like picking and choosing your battles. You gotta pick and choose your fouls too. 47-38, 6:13 to go in this one. Kick out here. Around the perimeter. Just play catch with it. Make them come out. Right now in a 2-3 zone, and here they come. Nice bounce pass to the elbow. Couture inside, kicks out. Yeah, no reason. Take 25, 30 seconds on the possession. You don't want to do that, but I like the idea of what they're doing there. Corner 3 for Cheatham is no good. That's a great timeout right there because West Shore is going to end up with the basketball as Rebeck had it and was getting ready to step on the out-of-bounds line. So a chance here for, let's see what he draws up. See if you can zoom in on the chalkboard there. Talking about bringing them out of that zone and forcing them into man. So that's the gist of the possession. Coach, I believe, is what I gathered out of that. I'm not very good at lip reading, but I believe he wants to bring them out of that zone.
To me, it sounded like he was trying to put him in that high-low zone.
Oh, well, I guess we'll find out.
Wouldn't be the first time.
All right, so there is the 1-2-2 at the moment. Yeah, they're just passing the ball. They're trying to pull them out. To the elbow, Couture, Rebec. Yeah, I love it. I love what they're doing here. Couture again, down the lane, kicks it out. Great ball movement. What a great job on this possession that they come up with two, and they will as Couture throws it down, and the lead is 11. That is the best possession of the night. And they stayed in the zone, and they just passed the ball around it. West Shore steals it. This is Couture, and Couture with the last four, and it's 51-38 now as West Shore begins to pull away here with a 13-point lead. And it makes it even more difficult for Cocoa Beach to come back because they do not have their leading scorer, and they're missing shots like that. You can't do that. And Rebec with it, and now we'll get a half-court press here. Oh, wide open is Rebec. Great job by Rebec to pull up Couture. And here they go again. They're going to try and kill another 30, 40 seconds. Now they pull him out. Coach Collins pulls him out of the zone, and now we're manned up. This is Couture from the elbow. 3:30 to go here. Love it. Hey, there's no shot clock. So he traveled. Timeout. He saw it coming. He being Coach Burton, and he called the timeout with 3:18 to go. That the last two possessions have just been phenomenal for. And Cocoa, it's not, Cocoa Beach sitting back in that 2-3 zone, forced to come out and have to play a man up. The next foul against West Shore in an offensive possession puts them at the line. As the Wildcats look to move to 6-6 on the year. A loss here would drop Cocoa Beach to 7-5. This would be the second Holiday Classic championship for West Shore. They won it back in 2020 and would be their seventh win in the last 8 games against Cocoa Beach if they can hang on here. Couture, great job. He's going to be guarded by Cheatham. Couture blows past him. And that is going to go against Couture, and that's okay. That's the first foul of the quarter on. That's the fourth on Couture, so he's got one more, and then he'll be sitting. Long three, short, follows his shot. The floater from the baseline won't go. Couture with it. Couture, and that's going to be West Shore basketball here with 2:54 to play and a 13-point lead. And that's the fifth foul. He had the ball. 2 shots coming for Couture. Bo Couture, a junior, had 12 points coming out of the half. After the game, run down and see how many points Couture had. If things continue to stand the way that they are, he will be our strike zone fishing player of the game tonight. And he drops that one to give them a big 14-point lead here. Cocoa Beach has not scored a bucket this quarter. 8 points in the second half, and that was 21 points this half for and down the floor comes Garrett Martin, and they're just going to hold it. They're going to force the Minutemen to foul, or until something just opens up, and there it is. That'll be 2 shots coming up for Camden Garoust, and I absolutely love the final 5 minutes by West Shore. As Matt Boucher will check back in, and I'll tell you what, Boucher, for the 6 minutes he played, he had 10 points in 6 minutes. He just picked up 4 fouls in those 6 minutes. Been interesting to see how many points he would have racked up had he stayed out of foul trouble. And the lead is 15 now, and this one pretty much in the books here. Long 3 is no good. If you're West Shore, the errant pass in the lane picked off by the Wildcats. And Couture trying to get fouled, gets it over to Jack Boucher. Boucher, nice move by Garoust. Timeout with 2:05 to go. And a 15-point lead. This was a really close game coming into this fourth and final quarter. Now, scores by quarter, it was 16-14 after 1, Cocoa Beach. After 2, it was 30. At the half, it was 31-30. And then in the second half, it has just been all West Shore to this point. They have put up 22 here in the second half and have held Cocoa Beach to 8 second half points. Neither of these teams, when you look at their statistics and shooting percentages, neither of them lights out from the floor. Cocoa Beach at 40%, West Shore at 37%. Cocoa Beach came in averaging 70 points a game, and West Shore to this point has held them to 32 points under that average. That's a job. 1:58 to go here. We'll get an interview with Coach Burton and the player of the game, which will be Bo Couture. Couture with it, takes a look, and he'll be bumped by Ty Cheatham. And I don't know how many fouls that is on Cheatham. 2, it says, on the board. And, of course, the big blow to Cocoa Beach was Jay Matthews, fouled out with 6:30 to play in the fourth, and not Jay's night. If you're Jay, you just put this one in the learning tank and move on. And the lead is 17. Defense to the end, as we're going to get a fresh 5 in here for Coach. As the starters check out, Some of these guys I don't have roster numbers for, names for on the roster. Probably got some JV guys up for the holiday tournament. But I can tell you that Ethan Morana's out there. Lorenzo DeVito is out there. Lorenzo DeVito is out there. This is Logan Couture. And 1:03 to go. And congratulations to the West Shore Wildcats as they will get this Holiday Classic win. They lead it 55-38. Our Strike Zone Fishing Player of the game will be Bo Couture. Congratulations to Bo. The Wildcats will move to 6-6. Cocoa Beach drops to 7-5. And for the Wildcats, it is the second Classic win. They won it back in 2020. This will be Coach Burton's first, and we'll keep it live here for the trophy presentation. Looks like something broke off the top of it there. Stolen away. 1 minute to go here. 55-38. Ty Cheatham. It's 3 no good. Lewis underneath blocked. And Cheatham will lose a grip. And that'll do it for sure. I think if you're West Shore, you just try to dribble out here. We'll see. But stolen away by Lucas Stevens. Still just 8 points in the second half for Cocoa Beach. As Morana dribbles out of trouble and creates a turnover. Cheatham looking to at least get him to double digits in the half, and he does. And 25 seconds to go here. And we'll unplug for the presentation. 17 seconds. I got it. Oh, yeah. And that'll do it. Your 2023 Holiday Classic Tournament champions are the West Shore Wildcats as they defeat Cocoa Beach 55-42. Caleb will unplug, and we'll get the trophy presentation. And then you'll have to tune in tonight for the post-game interviews. Take it down.
Huh?
Just take it down. Just, walk. Here, you walk over here. Drop it here. Go ahead, you start to go. And I'll do this. Here you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for attending the Cocoa Beach Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament. At this time, we'd like to recognize our champion team and our players of the tournament. First, for the runner-up, Cocoa Beach Minutemen, our tournament team player of the tournament is Max Lewis. Now I'd like to recognize our tournament champions, the West Shore Wildcats, led by head coach Corey Burton. Our West Shore all-tournament player is Bo Couture. And our Cocoa Beach Holiday Classic Tournament MVP player is Camden Garoche. Congratulations to both teams, Cocoa Beach Minutemen and West Shore Wildcats. And finally, we'd like to award the winning team trophy to the Cocoa Beach Holiday Classic Basketball Tournament to your tournament champions, the West Shore Wildcats. Congratulations.